Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It is now the day after Mother's Day.
Yeah.
We can call this our Mother's Day week. We should still be celebrating moms.
All the time. Mother's Day is every day at my house.
Yeah, that's true, for sure. All right, it is May 13th. Lisa and Lydia here with you on this Monday. Lots to talk about. Air quality, sunshine, rain, all that. But of course, I always like to run down right away for you. Of course, we're live on Facebook every weekday morning. It stays on your Facebook feed throughout the day, though, so you can watch it whenever it works best for you. It's also made into a podcast. You can find that at inform.com/podcast. Just look for the Inform Minute or anywhere that you find your podcast, and not just Facebook. Check us out on all of our social media platforms as well. Yeah. All right, should we start with the air quality?
Yeah.
Because I was gone most of the weekend. You were kind of
in and out, yeah.
But you could smell it, you could see it, kind of hazy.
Yeah.
So where are we at right now?
Okay, so it really pushed in yesterday. There were moments yesterday where I looked outside and I was like, oh, it is icky out. Then I was outside like 5 to 7 p.m. Wasn't so bad. Kind of had another push of smoke move through late last night into this morning. Air quality this morning has been in that red and orange color for a lot of Minnesota, meaning unhealthy for some, or even just unhealthy for anyone with lungs. So anyone. So we've got some air quality problems this morning. There is an alert in effect until noon, especially on the Minnesota side. North Dakota doesn't have a pollution control agency to issue those types of alerts, but that's not to say that it's easy breathing necessarily on the North Dakota side either. I am noticing improvement. Wind becoming a little more northeasterly today instead of due north like yesterday, which just sent in that shot of smoke. So with a little more of a northeasterly component today, we're sending some of this down to the southwest. We're washing our skies. My Grand Forks tower cam right now looking pretty blue. Meanwhile, down in Wapton, still kind of that milky, hazy look to the sky. So I don't expect all of the smoke to go away. I just expect improvement today. Okay. If we didn't have smoke, it would be an A+ day.
Yeah.
I've got like no clouds in the forecast today. Sunshine, temperatures close to 70. Obviously, it's not sticky or humid yet this time of year. And a light wind about 5 to 15 miles an hour. So a nice day. If the smoke doesn't bother you, do something outside. Tomorrow, increasing clouds. I do still expect some smoke, but it probably won't be as noticeable just with that cloud cover rushing in. Spotty thunder showers for tomorrow. Temperatures a little bit warmer, a little more energy in the atmosphere. We'll go about 74 for Fargo tomorrow. And then your better chance of rain actually comes on Wednesday with some scattered showers passing through. Probably not an all-day kind of rain for any of us, but just some waves of energy, some waves of showers moving on in. Maybe a rumble of thunder from time to time, and temps in the 60s on Wednesday. I've got a dry day on Thursday, more rain chances on Friday. Once again, looking scattered about the region. I wouldn't call it a super soaker or an all-day rain for anyone on Friday. Weekend looks dry. Temperatures 60s to near 70. So not as toasty as this past weekend, but not bad whatsoever for anything going on outside. We're really into high school graduation time, and wedding season is getting going. So
lots going on.
Lots going on outside all the time. So just kind of dealing with a little leftover smoke, lingering smoke today. Shower chances tomorrow, but a better chance of rain on Wednesday.
And I did just check online. Of course, the Storm Tracker weather app is a great tool as well. But inform.com, we have tracking the hazy conditions forecast posted right now, and they'll update throughout the day. But of course, during our newscast as well. Our next one's at 11, but throughout the day, because it will kind of change throughout the day.
Yeah.
And depending, I know, like, I enjoyed looking at your sky cams, tower cams this morning. You're like, well, look, it looked really hazy in Wapaton, but not so bad. You know, it kind of changes.
You can just tell. It does.
Yeah, you can see it. So.
And then tomorrow, well, today we spend so much time pushing all this to the south, and then the wind becomes more southerly tomorrow, and we kind of have to like push it back. So we get cross waves going on. Because I know a lot of people just look at the wind direction and think, oh, it's out of the south tomorrow. We're going to be good. But this has to go somewhere. Smoke is a foreign object in the atmosphere. It doesn't belong there, so it's really tricky to forecast. And kind of my general rule of thumb is to leave it in the forecast until you actually see it move out. Like until it tells you otherwise, just leave it. So I'm going to keep things smoky for like a good 48 hours.
It's interesting and weird, but you know, all of the above. So Okay. Well, thank you.
Yes, of course.
Of course, like I said, you can continue tracking that online, inform.com, but of course our Storm Tracker weather team will continue tracking and update you throughout the day as well, and throughout the week really as well. Fargo police officer Zach Robinson was honored Sunday night as one of the top officers in the nation. Robinson, as you may remember, was the one who shot and killed Mohammed Barakat after he opened fire on police officers in Fargo on July 14th. Now, Robinson is the first North Dakotan to get the Top Cops Award from the National Association of Police Organizations, which honors the top 10 officers in the U.S. each year. And we've been talking a lot about this, but National Police Week is now underway in D.C. 60 officers and their families flew out of Hector International Airport Sunday morning. On their way to D.C., members of the Cass County Sheriff's Office, West Fargo Police Department gave them the send-off. A big honor that we are tracking. We're going to do a lot of stories on police officer Jake Wallin, who will be honored during Police Week. We have a whole news team that is now in the nation's capital to cover the events. We're going to bring you exclusive interviews this week. We're going to be honoring not only the memory of Officer Jake Wallin, but also Mercer County Sheriff's Deputy Paul Martin. We're going to have live reports in all of our newscasts. Today, we're going to have special newscasts Tuesday and Wednesday nights at 6 o'clock dedicated to Police Week. I know we will have a live report tomorrow morning on First News as well. So really going to be doing some incredible work, bringing you some pretty incredible stories out of DC this week. Well, this is a big story. If you live in West Fargo, if you shop at Costco, you're probably hoping for this. Construction will begin today on a new stoplight near the main entrance of Costco on 23rd Avenue and Bluestem Drive in West Fargo. Of course, you know that area can get very congested. It's going to be again, as this new stoplight's going in, 23rd Avenue East between 6th Street and Veterans Boulevard will be reduced to single lane traffic. Construction is going to be broke up into 3 phases, but this first phase 1 is going to be in place until next Tuesday. So just be aware there's going to be some work going on in that area, but it'll be worth it in the end. Also, this is a story that we have been following for you, and it goes into effect today. Starting today, the City of Fargo is implementing its new rules to the public comment section of commission meetings. The changes were unanimously approved earlier this month after weeks of debate, but tonight's meeting will be the first since those new rules were made. Those who want to address the commission now about a specific issue will be given 2.5 minutes to do it, and that will happen immediately before the commission discusses that issue. People will also be able to speak to them on any issue that they want for a combined 30 minutes total at the end of the meeting. So all of the discussion on that is actually going into place today. So we'll continue tracking that for you. This is a big story, definitely worth a read on inforum.com, and we're going to continue tracking updates on this. But right now, Williston police are working to identify a woman they said they found dead. Right now, it is believed to be that of a woman who has been missing for months. It's a story WDAY has been following since she disappeared in February. The Williston Police Department posted an update to Breeanna Ward's case on its Facebook page on Sunday. Police say they responded to a report of an unresponsive person who was believed to be dead. The woman matched Ward's description, but police, of course, are waiting on a positive identification. However, we can tell you, we did learn that on the Find Breeanna Ward Facebook page, they've seemingly confirmed that she died with pictures that say rest in peace and 1996 to 2024. So her family reported her missing back on February 28th. You can kind of read the whole background on this story and what we're still working to learn right now as well. Just go to inforum.com. And of course, if you have any information on this case as well, police still want to hear from you. Big national headline today. The expected star witness in former President Donald Trump's hush money trial is set to take the stand today. Michael Cohen is expected to testify against Trump about his role in paying Stormy Daniels $130,000 to keep her quiet about an alleged affair. Of course, that is an affair that Trump denies. We'll track that story for you throughout the day. And a local connection again to former President Donald Trump. He gave some high praise to North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum during a rally in New Jersey this weekend. Before he hit the stage on Saturday, Burgum and his wife Catherine were there to warm up the crowd, and then Trump talked about Burgum as he gave his speech as well. So interesting developments there as well. Hot Mike is coming up here 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra today. Dom's going to be talking about the Wolves. They're all tied up now after Denver beat Minnesota again. A recap of Game 4 and a look ahead to Game 5. Plus, another team is now leaving the FCS. So how does Missouri State moving up affect NDSU? That's a question that Dom's going to tackle. Hot Mike is coming up 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra. And we have our next newscast coming up here at 11 this morning, and we have you covered again this afternoon, 4, 5, 6, 9, and 10, and we'll be back tomorrow morning with more First News. Have a great day, everyone.